Namaste, my beloved friends. Yesterday, while I was driving, I was listening to devotional songs, and suddenly this beautiful Hindi bhajan started playing. The moment I heard its lyrics, something within me became very still, very emotional, and very devotional. Honestly, words may fall short to express what I felt in that moment. The first two lines of the song were मेरी छोटी सी है नाव तेरे जादू भरे पाव डर लागे मोहे राम कैसे बिठाऊं तुम्हें नाव में. The meaning is so innocent, so touching, and so deeply devotional. My boat is very small, and your feet are filled with magic. I feel afraid, O Ram. How can I seat you in my boat? Just imagine one day God Himself comes walking towards your car and says, can you drop me to a certain place? If you truly feel the divinity of that moment, you will not feel ordinary. You will feel overwhelmed. You will wonder, how can I allow the Almighty Lord to sit in my small car? How can my little vehicle carry the one who carries the whole universe? This beautiful devotional song comes from the famous Kevat Prasang, the sacred conversation between Lord Ram and the boatman Kevat. This incident is rooted in the Ramayana tradition, first recorded by Maharshi Valmiki and later beautifully expanded with devotion and bhakti by Goswami Tulsidas in the Ramacharitra And the next lines of the song are even more heart touching. एक बात मानो तो बैठा लूं तेरे चरणों की धूल धुआऊं यदि तुमको हो मंजूर बात मेरी ये हुजूर मेरा होए अंदेशा दूर कैसे बिठाऊं तुम्हें नाव में. The boatman says, my lord, I will happily make you sit in my boat, but please accept one small request from me first. Allow me to wash the dust from your holy feet. And here, the dust of the Lord's feet is not ordinary dust. It presents divine grace. It represents purity. It represents blessings. It represents the sacred touch of God. The boatman has a very innocent fear. He has heard that when Lord Rama's feet touched the stone, Ahilya was transformed into a living woman. So he thinks, if even a stone was transformed by the touch of your feet, then what if my small wooden boat also changes into something else? Then how will I earn my livelihood? So he says, if you accept this request, my Lord, then my fear and doubt will disappear. Only after washing your feet will I feel safe enough to take you across in my boat. But the deeper meaning is very beautiful. Kevat is not refusing Lord Ram. He is not delaying Lord Ram. He is not doubting Lord Ram. He is using this innocent excuse only to receive the rarest opportunity to touch the Lord's feet, to wash the Lord's feet, and to receive the dust of divine grace upon his hands. This is pure devotion, and that is why, towards the end of this podcast, I am going to share this beautiful story from the Ramacharitra where Kevat meets Lord Ram, a story that shows how innocent love, humble service, and complete surrender can become the highest form of devotion. simple devotion, humble devotion, loving devotion, devotion filled with surrender. And when devotion becomes this pure, even the darkest moment of life becomes a doorway to divine grace. My beloved friends, this is exactly the inner mood with which we must approach the upcoming Somvati Amavasya happening on 13th July, when Amavasya energy becomes deeply powerful for cleansing, surrender, ancestral healing, and inner purification. Amavasya begins on 13th in the evening and ends on 14th July in the afternoon. And Amavasya is also like a small boat. On Amavasya, the moon disappears from the sky. The mind becomes silent. The emotional light becomes hidden. The outer world may look dark, but the inner world becomes ready for a deep spiritual work. And this time, as Amavasya happens in the sign of Gemini, the message becomes even more important. Gemini represents the mind, speech, thoughts, communication, confusion, duality, decisions, and the restless movement of the intellect. So, this Somvati Amavasya is not only asking us to perform rituals externally, it is asking us to cleanse our inner speech, our thoughts, our doubts, our fears, and our karmic restlessness. Just like Kevat wanted to wash the feet of Lord Ram before allowing him in his boat, we too must ask ourselves, before I invite divine grace into my life, have I washed away the dust of ego from my heart? Before I ask God to guide my life, have I cleaned my mind of fear, jealousy, anger, and unnecessary doubts? Before I pray for blessings, have I created space within myself to receive those blessings? Kevat's boat was small, but his devotion was vast. In the same way, our life may be small, our struggles may be real, our resources may be limited, but if devotion is pure, the God Himself sits in our boat. This Somvati Amavasya is a reminder that we do not need to be perfect to receive divine grace. We only need to be sincere. We only need to say, Lord, my boat is small, but my heart is yours. My mind is restless, but my faith is yours. My life is uncertain, but my surrender is yours. And when this kind of surrender awakens, then Amavasya does not remain a dark night. It becomes a night of cleansing. It becomes a night of prayer. It becomes a night of release. It becomes a night where the soul quietly says, O Lord, before you enter the boat of my life, allow me to wash away my doubts, my fears, my past karmas, and my inner darkness. So, in today's podcast, we will understand the spiritual significance of this powerful Somvati Amavasya on 13th July, its impact through the sign of Gemini, what each zodiac sign must be careful about, what remedies can be performed, and how this sacred day can help us move from confusion to clarity, from fear to faith, from darkness to divine grace. And my beloved friends, because this Amavasya is happening in Gemini, we must understand one very important thing. Gemini is the sign of speech. Gemini is the sign of thoughts. Gemini is the sign of communication. Gemini is the sign of conversations, messages, phone calls, arguments, explanations, opinions, and mental movement. So, this Somvati Amavasya is giving us a very clear spiritual message. Talk less, think less, react less, explain less, argue less, and chant more. Because sometimes our biggest problem is not the situation, our biggest problem is the unnecessary story that the mind creates around the situation. On Amavasya, the moon becomes dark and moon represents the mind. So when the moon is weak or invisible, the mind can become more sensitive, more restless, more doubtful, more emotional, and sometimes even more negative. That is why on Amavasya, especially this Amavasya in Gemini, avoid unnecessary talking. Do not discuss sensitive matters unnecessarily. Do not try to prove your point to everyone. Do not reply immediately to every message. Do not enter gossip, criticism, blame, or emotional debates. Do not keep repeating old stories in your mind. Because Gemini energy can make the mind jump from one thought to another thought, from one fear to another fear, from one doubt to another doubt. And the simple remedy is silence. Not forced silence, not angry silence, not egoistic silence, but sacred silence. A silence where you tell yourself, today I will not waste my energy in unnecessary words. Today I will save my speech for prayer. Today I will save my mind for mantra. Today I will save my heart for surrender. And the best mantra for this day and this entire week that will come after Amavasya is the powerful Rama mantra. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. This is a beautiful Siddha mantra. Goswami Tulsidas ji prominently praised the power of Lord Rama's name and showed again and again that Ram Nam, and specifically this Rama mantra, is the simplest and most powerful path for peace, protection, surrender, and ultimate victory. This mantra is easy to chant, but its effect is very deep. When the mind overthinks, chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. When the heart feels heavy, chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. When fear rises, chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. When you feel confused, chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. When you do not know what to do, just chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Because the mind wants answers, but the soul wants remembrance. The mind wants control, but the soul wants surrender. The mind wants explanations, but the heart simply wants Ram. So on this Somvati Amavasya, make one small sankalpa. I will reduce unnecessary speech. I will not feed overthinking. I will not argue with destiny. I will chant Ram Nam and surrender my worries at the feet of the divine. Even if you chant 108 times, it is powerful. If you chant 11 malas, it is even better. And if you can keep the mantra running softly within the heart throughout the day, then this Amavasya can become a deeply cleansing spiritual experience. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Remember the mantra. And now let us begin with the Amavasya alerts and predictions for all 12 moon signs. Please listen according to your moon sign. If you know your ascendant also, then you can listen from your ascendant as well. But for emotional impact and mental state, moon sign will be very important.
Aries, Mesh Rashi.
For Aries moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your third house. The third house represents communication, courage, self efforts, mental outlook, siblings, short travels, writing, speaking, social media, and daily interactions. So, Aries natives must be very careful with speech. Do not speak harshly. Do not respond aggressively. Do not try to prove your courage through anger. There may be restlessness in the mind. You may feel like taking quick decisions, replying strongly, or starting a conversation that may later become unnecessary conflict. Be careful with siblings, neighbors, colleagues, and people with whom you communicate daily. Avoid unnecessary short travel if you are emotionally disturbed. Drive carefully. Do not use the phone while driving. Your remedy is simple. Stay silent as much as possible and chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. This Amavasya is asking you to convert restless courage into spiritual courage.
Taurus, Vrushab Rashi.
For Taurus moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your second house. The second house represents speech, family, food habits, savings, values, and accumulated karma. This is a very important Amavasya for watching your words. One wrong sentence can create emotional distance within the family. Do not discuss money matters angrily. Do not speak from hurt ego. Avoid arguments connected to family, inheritance, savings, food, or respect. Be careful about what you eat. Avoid tamasic food, overeating, and emotional eating. Keep your diet simple and sattvic. This is a powerful day to pray for family peace and ancestral blessings. Offer your speech to Lord Ram. Let your words become soft, healing, and truthful. Chant the mantra Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. And ask the divine to purify your speech, your family karma, and your relationship with money.
Gemini, Mithun Rashi.
For Gemini moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your first house. This makes the Amavasya very personal for you. The first house represents self, body, mind, personality, health, identity, and overall life direction. You may feel emotionally sensitive, mentally heavy, confused, tired, or withdrawn. Do not panic. This is not weakness, this is inner cleansing. Avoid overthinking about your identity, future appearance, relationship, and decisions. Do not take every emotion seriously on this day. Your mind may want answers, but this Amavasya is asking you to pause. Do not talk too much. Do not explain yourself too much. Do not try to convince everyone about your pain or your plans. Take rest. Chant the Rama mantra. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sit silently. Let the old mental noise dissolve. For Gemini natives, this is one of the most powerful signs to chant the Rama mantra, because the Rama mantra will stabilize your thoughts and bring peace to your restless inner world.
कैंसर कर्क राशि
For Cancer moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your 12th house. The 12th house represents sleep, isolation, foreign lands, expenses, dreams, subconscious mind, losses, hospitals, moksha, and spiritual retreat. This Amavasya can make you emotionally sensitive and inward looking. You may feel like withdrawing from people, and that is perfectly okay. But do not allow isolation to become sadness. Use solitude for prayer, not for overthinking. Be careful with unnecessary expenses. Avoid impulsive online spending. Watch your sleep cycle. Avoid late night scrolling, emotional conversations, and negative content. This is a very powerful Amavasya for meditation, mantra chanting, dream cleansing, and releasing past pain. Chant the Rama mantra, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Before sleeping, chant this mantra. Pray to Lord Ram to remove fear from your subconscious mind and bring peace to your heart.
लियो सिंह राशि
For Leo moon sign, the Amavasya falls in your 11th house. The 11th house represents gains, income, social circle, friends, elder siblings, networks, recognition, and long term desires. Be careful in friendships and group conversations. Do not get pulled into gossip, politics, social media debates, or unnecessary comparison. Some desire may feel delayed. Some expectation from friends or followers may not be fulfilled immediately. Do not allow this to disturb your peace. Avoid sharing your plans with everyone. Not every person in your circle need to know your next move. Financially, avoid greedy decisions. Do not chase quick gains. This Amavasya is asking you to purify your desires. Ask yourself, do I want this because my soul needs it or because my ego wants validation? Chant the Rama mantra, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, and surrender your desires to the divine.
वर्गो कन्या राशि
For Virgo moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your 10th house. The 10th house represents career, karma, profession, reputation, authority, status, and public image. This is a very important Amavasya for your work life. Avoid unnecessary professional arguments. Be careful while speaking to seniors, bosses, clients, or authority figures. Do not send angry emails. Do not take impulsive career decisions. Do not react publicly. There can be some confusion regarding work direction, responsibility, or recognition. But this is not the day to overanalyze everything. Keep your karma clean. Do your duty silently Let your work speak more than your words. If you are a public figure, speaker, teacher, consultant, or content creator, be extra mindful about what you say publicly and chant the Rama mantra Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram and pray that your karma become aligned with dharma.
लिब्रा तुला राशि
For Libra moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your ninth house. The ninth house represents dharma, fortune, father, guru, higher wisdom, long distance travel, pilgrimage, blessings, and belief system. The Amavasya may bring deep questions about faith, destiny, and divine timing. Do not argue with your guru, father, mentor, teacher, or elders. Avoid ego clashes over beliefs, religion, philosophy, or principles. If faith feels low, do not worry. Sometimes faith becomes silent before it becomes stronger. This is a beautiful day for reading Ramacharitra listening to Ram bhajans, remembering your Guru, or praying for ancestral and divine blessings. Avoid judging God's timing. Avoid saying, "Why is this happening only to me?" Instead, say, "Lord, I may not understand your plan, but I trust your grace." Chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Chant this beautiful Rama mantra and allow your faith to become deeper than your questions.
स्कॉर्पियो वृश्चिक राशि
For Scorpio moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your 8th house. The 8th house represents transformation, hidden fears, secrets, sudden events, occult, research, inheritance, vulnerability, and deep karmic cleansing. This is a powerful but sensitive Amavasya for you. Avoid fear based thinking, avoid suspicion, avoid digging into matters that disturb your peace. Do not allow the mind to create imaginary threats. Be careful with hidden anger, emotional intensity, and secretive communication. This is not a good day for power struggles in relationship. Do not test people. Do not speak from emotional revenge. Spiritually, this is a very strong day for mantra chanting, ancestral prayers, and inner healing. Chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Chant this mantra with full surrender. Let Ram Nam become the light inside your hidden darkness.
सैजिटेरियस धनु राशि
For Sagittarius moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your 7th house. The 7th house represents marriage, partnership, spouse, business partners, clients, public dealings, and one-to-one relationships. Be very careful in relationships. Do not argue with your spouse or partner unnecessarily. Do not bring old issues into present conversations. If you are in business, avoid harsh communication with partners or clients. This Amavasya can bring emotional sensitivity in relationships. One person may feel unheard and another may feel misunderstood. So speak less, listen more, react less, observe more. Do not make final relationship decisions on an emotionally dark day. Let the Amavasya pass before judging the whole relationship. And chant the mantra Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, and pray for harmony, patience, and maturity in your relationships.
कैप्रिकॉर्न मकर राशि
For Capricorn moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your sixth house. The sixth house represents health, debts, enemies, disputes, service, routine, discipline, competition, and daily work. This Amavasya asks you to be careful with health and stress. Do not overwork. Do not overthink workplace problems. Avoid arguments with colleagues, staff, helpers, or people who work under you. This is also not the day to feed enmity. If someone is opposing you, remain calm. Silence will protect you more than reaction. Be careful with digestion, anxiety, sleep, and nervous energy. Keep your routine simple. This is a good day to donate, serve, feed animals, help the needy, and chant Ram Nam for protection. Chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Chant this mantra and ask Lord Ram to give you victory over inner enemies, anger, fear, jealousy, ego, and worry.
एक्वेरियस कुंभ राशि
For Aquarius moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your fifth house. The fifth house represents children, creativity, education, mantra siddhi, romance, intelligence, past life punya, speculation, and emotional expression. This is a very powerful Amavasya for mantra chanting because the fifth house is connected with mantra and Purva Punya. But be careful in love matters. Do not overthink romance. Do not send emotional messages impulsively. Do not test someone's love through silence or drama. Parents should avoid harsh words with children. Students should avoid distraction and negative thinking. Avoid risky speculation or emotional financial decisions. This is a beautiful day to chant the Rama mantra. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Chant this beautiful mantra. Your mantra practice can become very powerful if done with a clean heart and steady focus.
पाइसिस मीन राशि
For Pisces moon sign, this Amavasya falls in your fourth house. The fourth house represents home, mother, emotional peace, property, vehicle, inner happiness, heart, and domestic life. This Amavasya may make you emotionally sensitive at home. Avoid arguments with mother, family members, or people living with you. Do not disturb the peace of the home through unnecessary discussions. Keep the home environment clean, calm, and prayerful. Be careful while driving. Avoid emotional driving or distracted driving. This is a very good day to light a diya at home. You may light a diya using sesame oil or mustard oil and chant the Rama mantra. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Chant this beautiful Rama mantra. Remember your ancestors and pray for peace in the family lineage. If your heart feels heavy, do not escape into overthinking. Sit silently and chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Let your home become Ayodhya for one day. Let your heart become the temple of Lord Ram. And now, after the predictions for all 12 moon signs, let us move from astrology to bhakti, from planetary effects to divine grace, and from Amavasya darkness to the light of surrender. Because sometimes one sacred story can explain what many predictions cannot. Listen carefully, my beloved friends. This is not just a story. If you listen only with the ears, it will appear like a small incident from the life of Lord Rama. But if you listen with the heart, then this story can become a door. It can become a mirror. It can become a boat. Lord Ram, Sita, and Lakshman reached the bank of the river. They had left the palace, the kingdom, the comforts of Ayodhya. The forest was calling them, destiny was calling them, dharma was calling them. And on the bank of river stood a simple boatman. His name was Kevat. Outwardly he was poor. He had no palace, no kingdom, no jewels, no title. He had only a small boat. But understand this, sometimes the richest people are empty inside, and sometimes a simple man with a small boat carries a universe of devotion in his heart. Lord Ram asked Kevat to take them across the river. Now see the beauty of the moment. The Lord of the universe is standing before a boatman asking for help. The one who helps the whole creation is asking a poor boatman to take him across. This is the mystery of divine play. God comes to the devotee in such a simple form that only love can recognize him. Intelligence may miss him. Scholarship may debate him. Ego may question him. But love recognizes him immediately. Kevat looked at Lord Ram. He had heard about him. He had heard that the dust of Rama's feet had touched a stone, and that stone had become Ahilya again, alive, awakened, transformed. So Kevat became afraid. But his fear was also not ordinary fear. He said, Prabhu, I know the magic of your feet. A stone touched your feet and became a living woman. My boat is made of wood. What if your feet touch my boat and my boat also changes into something else? This boat is my livelihood. This boat feeds my family. How will I survive? On the surface, it looks like fear, but deep inside, it is love. A devotee is very clever in his innocence. Kevat was not refusing Ram. He was not delaying Ram. He was not doubting Ram. He was creating an excuse. And what was the excuse? Prabhu, before you enter my boat, allow me to wash your feet. This is bhakti. The mind asks for proof. The ego asks for status. The world asks for payment. But the devotee asks only for the dust of the Lord's feet. Kevat did not say, give me gold. He did not say, give me name. He did not say, give me position. He did not say, make me famous. He said one thing. Let me wash your feet. because the real devotee knows that the dust of the Lord's feet is greater than all the wealth of the world. When Kevat washed the feet of Lord Ram, he was not merely washing feet, he was washing his own lifetimes of karma. He was washing his own inner darkness. He was washing away separation. His hands were touching the feet of the divine, but his soul was touching eternity. And Lord Ram smiled because God understands the language of love. Yes, my fellows, God understands the language of love. The world may not understand the devotee, society may laugh at the devotee, intellectuals may analyze the devotee, but God understands the devotee immediately. Kevat washed the feet of Ram with such love, such tenderness, such innocence that the river itself must have become silent. The wind must have stopped, the trees must have watched, even the sky must have bowed. Because whenever love meets the divine, the whole existence becomes a witness. Then Kevat took Ram, Sita, and Lakshman into his small boat. Think of this scene. The boat is small, the river is wide, the forest is waiting, the journey is uncertain. And yet, inside that little boat sits the Lord of the universe. This is the secret. Your life may be small, but if Ram enters it, it becomes sacred. Your house may be small, but if prayer enters it, it becomes a temple. Your heart may be wounded, but if devotion enters it, it becomes holy. Your mind may be restless, but if Ram Nam enters it, it becomes peaceful. Kevat took them across the river. And when they reached the other shore, Lord Ram wanted to pay him. But Kevat folded his hands. He said, Prabhu, one boatman does not take payment from another boatman. What a beautiful statement. One boatman does not take payment from another boatman. He said, Today I have taken you across this small river. One day, when I come to your shore, you take me across the ocean of life. This is not business, this is surrender. This is not bargaining, this is devotion. Kevat knew that every human being is standing on one shore and the other shore is unknown. Between the two shores flows the river of life. Birth, death, desire, fear, attachment, sorrow, karma, and illusion. And no one can cross this river only by intelligence. No one can cross it only by money. No one can cross it only by argument. No one can cross it only by rituals done without heart. To cross, you need grace. To cross, you need surrender. To cross, you need the name of Ram. Kevat had a boat outside, but he also had a boat inside. The outer boat carried Ram across the river. The inner boat carried Kevat across the ocean of existence. And what is that inner boat? Faith, bhakti, surrender, Ram Nam. So remember, my beloved friends, the Kevat story is not about a poor boatman and a prince. It is about the soul and God. It is about the small human heart and the infinite divine. It is about the moment when the devotee says, "O Lord, my boat is small, but my love is true. My hands are ordinary, but let them touch your feet. My life is simple, but let it become useful to you. My journey is uncertain, but if you sit in my boat, I am blessed." And this is the miracle. When man tries to reach God through ego, he remains far away. But when man bows with love, God Himself comes to his boat. So become like Kevat. Do not ask only for miracles, ask for humility. Do not ask only for success, ask for surrender. Do not ask only for comfort, ask for the dust of the Lord's feet. Because the one who receives the dust of Rama's feet receives everything. And when Ram sits in the boat of your life, even the darkest river becomes a path to the other shore. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. And my beloved friends, this is why I began today's podcast with the story of Kevat. Because Amavasya is also a river. One shore is the past, the other shore is the future. And between the two flows the dark river of the mind. On Amavasya, the moon disappears from the sky and the hidden layers of the mind begin to rise. Old memories, fears, doubts, emotions, and karmic impressions may come to the surface. But Amavasya is not negative. Amavasya is deep. Amavasya is silent. Amavasya is a sacred opportunity for inner cleansing. And this Somvati Amavasya in Gemini gives one very clear message. Speak less, think less, react less, chant more. Gemini represents speech, thought, communication, messages, and mental movement. So, when Amavasya happens in Gemini, the mind may become restless and crowded with too many thoughts. You may feel like explaining yourself. You may feel like replying strongly. You may feel like reopening old conversations. You may feel like asking too many questions. But remember, not every thought needs attention. Not every emotion needs expression. Not every message needs a reply. Sometimes silence is the greatest remedy. So, from the evening of 13th July, avoid unnecessary talking, gossip, criticism, arguments, discussions, and over explaining yourself. Speak only what is needed and instead chant Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Chant softly, chant it lovingly, chant it with surrender. Every repetition of Ram Nam washes one layer of fear, one layer of anger, doubt, and past karma. Just as Kevat washed the feet of Lord Ram before allowing him into his boat, we must wash the boat of our mind before inviting divine grace into our life. because God is always ready to enter. But is our inner boat ready? This is the real question of Amavasya. So on this day, light a diya using mustard oil or sesame oil. Sit silently, remember your ancestors, pray for your family lineage, and chant the Rama mantra. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. If possible, observe a few hours of Maun, which is sacred silence, not angry silence, not forced silence, but devotional silence. Use silence to save your energy for God. Use mantra to calm the mind. Use prayer to release old karma. And if tears come, let them come. Sometimes tears are also a form of Ganga. Do not turn every feeling into drama, turn it into prayer. That is the difference between emotion and bhakti. Emotion asks, why me? Bhakti says, Prabhu, even if I do not understand, I trust you. So this Somvati Amavasya, make one sankalpa. Today I will not misuse my speech. Today I will not feed overthinking. Today I will not argue with destiny. Today I will remember Lord Ram. Today I will prepare the boat of my heart for divine grace. Do not ask God to remove every river from your life. Ask God to sit in your boat. Because once Ram sits in the boat, the river is no longer frightening. Once Ram Nam enters the heart, Amavasya is no longer darkness. And once surrender awakens, even karma becomes a path. My beloved friends, every human being is a kevat. Every heart has a small boat. Every life has a river to cross. And every soul is waiting for Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. May this Somvati Amavasya bring peace to your mind, purity to your speech, blessings to your ancestors, and divine grace to the boat of your life. Jai Sri Ram. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. And now I will again listen to that beautiful song. मेरी छोटी सी है नाव, तेरे जादू भरे पाव, कैसे बिठाऊं तुम्हें मेरी नाव में. What a beautiful song. You also listen whenever you get time. Jai Sri Ganesha. Jai Guru.
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः. ॐ गं गणपतये नमः. ॐ गं गणपतये नमः.